Hit it with the. Hit it with the.
When I am hurt, you pull me close to you. You brought me here, a place where I could find myself in you. I won't back down, freedom is what I choose. No more fear, 'cause I have found my happiness in you. Your love is so good, can't stop it. Always running after me. Your love is so good, can't stop it. Always there to set me free. Your love is so good, can't stop it. Always running after me. Your love is so good, can't stop it. Always there to set me free.
Welcome back to the SAGU Sports Network. We are just minutes away from the broadcasting debut of the 2022-2023 SAGU Lions men's basketball team as they take on Wayland Baptist, the number 12 team in the nation. Wayland Baptist, the Pioneers. Here in Waxahachie, live on the SAGU Sports Network, your hometown SAGU Lions sit at 5-1. Game number 2 of our doubleheader. And John, the debut of the 2022-2023 SAGU men's basketball team here on the SAGU Sports Network. We just saw the debut of the Lady Lions. They lose to the Flying Queens by 10. What are we looking at here against the Wayland Baptist Pioneers for your SAGU Lions?
Well, this is going to be a very, very interesting game because the Lions come in preseason ranked just 6th in the conference, which is incredibly low compared to the last few years. And I can't really remember the last time the Lions have been ranked so low. Some of that is the Raiders and the voters know the history, and graduating 6 out of the 7 seniors, 6 of them were top players. So you're losing a lot of top players from, your starting role, your contributing role. And I think the voters are just saying, okay, the youthfulness is always suspect, and it's not a SAGU thing. It's just, this is the way things usually work. Where Wayland Baptist coming in, they've got some notable names and a little bit of history of winning, and I think the Raiders really felt like these guys were going to come to play. Now, they do have a really good team, very incredibly athletic, and the talent is pretty big. So you may see the talent slant over to the Wayland Baptist side, but you're going to see the heart and the willpower slant over to the Lions side, and it's going to make for a very interesting matchup. I think it's going to be close. It's not going to be a blowout. Number 12 in the nation comes in to lowly ranked SAGU and wipes them out. And this is going to be an interesting game where Coach Dill is known to coach his team up even if they're still learning and still growing in the process. One thing that you can get out of a player is maximum effort, and he lives by that. And so as long as SAGU comes out and gives maximum effort, I think we're going to see a great competition in the Schaefer Center tonight.
We are going to send you live courtside for the opening prayer, national anthem, and starting lineups right here on the SAGU Sports Network.
National anthem. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for everything that you do for us, and thank you for this day. I ask that you protect the players as they play and protect us as we go home this evening. In Jesus' name I pray, amen.
What so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? And you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly hailed at the
Now introducing the starting lineup for Wayland Baptist University. Number 2, Parrish Hewitt. Number 3, R.J. Mason. Number 11, B.J. Simmons. Number 23, Jackson Reeser. Number 24, Dylan McDougal. Now introducing your starting lineup for your SAGU Lions. Number 1, Alaric Hall. Number 3, Noah Bowling. Number 4, Brooks Hatter. Number 15, Tyler Kinghorn. And number 22, Cortland Blade.
There you have it, the starting lineups for the Pioneers and the SAGU Lions. Parrish Hewitt, R.J. Mason, B.J. Simmons, Jackson Reeser, and Dylan McDougal round out the starting 5 for the number 12 ranked Pioneers, who come in 4-0, 1-0 in conference. For SAGU, led by head coach Delton Deal, Alaric Hall, Tyler Kinghorn, Cortland Blake, Noah Bowling, and Brooks Haddock. SAGU 5-1, 1-0 overall in conference play. 20-minute halves here from the Schaefer Center. SAGU wearing whites, Pioneers wearing the dark blue with the yellow numbers.
This is going to be very exciting.
Wayland Baptist wins the tip.
No, they're gonna have to re-jump it.
They're gonna have to.
And
let him have. He let him have
he
it.
did let him have it, and I don't think he was expecting that. They haven't scouted SAGU for the last 4 years, because SAGU never actually tries to win the tip. They walk away, let you get first possession.
Wayland Baptist, one of the top teams in the nation. High expectations for this Pioneers club. SAGU, historically a strong team, not just in the Sooner Athletic Conference, but respected across the nation. Looking to play spoiler tonight against the Pioneers. They go down low to Blake. Blake up, cannot convert. Rebounded by Wayland Baptist. Both teams off on their first shots so far tonight. Wayland straightaway three, short, no good, rebounded by Blake.
0 for 3 for the Pioneers already. Trying to get something started. Yeah, that's going to be a travel.
They got it down low to BJ, or to Tyler Kinghorn rather,
Yep.
and he picked up that pivot foot travel.
Well, he double bounced, and that's going to be a travel every time.
1 minute passed, neither team putting any points on the board.
Hewitt.
Long two, no good from Hewitt. Parrish Hewitt wearing number 2. Here is Noah Bowling. Straightaway three on the way, that's no good. Little too much on that from Brooks Haddock.
Brooks Haddock is a very rhythm shooter, got a great strap, as the kids say these days. He can hit it from a long distance, very accurate, and if you let him get going, he can put a lot of points on you.
Floater up and in for BJ Simmons. Turnover now. Wayland Baptist comes away with it. Looking to get back-to-back buckets here to start this game. Looking down low, had the mismatch. He'll kick it back out. Long three on the way. It's good. Up and in for R.J. Mason. 5-0 lead for Wayland Baptist. They swing it around, get it to the corner, out of bounds, foot on the line for Alaric Hall. A couple of turnovers here now for SAGU. Have not been able to find their way on the scoreboard yet in this one. The Pioneers swinging it around. They go down low, lowers the shoulder, blocked. What defense there by Tyler Kinghorn. Up to the task. They try to go down to Kinghorn and a foul. It looked like he was hooked down low by Jackson Reeser.
And one thing you're going to have to do if you go back to the play right before, if you're going to take it at Kinghorn, you better have a double clutch in you, because your first move, he's a good reader of the first move, and he will get up higher than you every time. How high you can get, he will go an inch higher. Always gets it.
Josh Cervantes checks into the game for the Pioneers. SAGU with the same starting 5. Bowling loses his footing. Gets it to Blake. Cortland Blake drives. Cannot hit with the right, but a foul.
Yep. It's a little late call, but it was the right call.
Big number 50, DeMichael Belfield checks into the game as well.
To the line for 2 shots.
Transfer from Oklahoma Baptist is the big number 50, Belfield.
OBU, we have a connection to Oklahoma Baptist. He goes 2 for 2 from the line. SAGU's first 2 points coming by way of free throws from Cortland Blake. Good pass down low, fadeaway jumper, no good.
That's a great pass from the big man.
Tedrick Wolf could not get it to fall. Blake drives, lowers the shoulder, the hook, no good. Rebound, Wolf. He brings it up ahead. Driving, contact. Floater, no good. Blake gets the rebound, gets it up ahead to Hall. Poked away for a second, but brought back in. Straightaway three, that's no good. Well short off the hands of Brooks Haddock. Not a strong start shooting for SAGU. We get a whistle, offensive foul drawn by Alaric Hall.
And that's what he does. His specialty is speed. He's always, well, I should say, he's a defensive specialist who is always going to be the fastest guy on the court. So you're not going to go around him. You've got to set him up for picks and maybe even two because of his quickness.
Three on the way, no good. Rebound by Parrish Hewitt, and he pushes it up ahead, leaves it down low for Belfield. Belfield goes up, cannot convert. Kind of a wild shot there. Here is Noah Bowling. Bounce pass, gets to his man. Haddock gets it stripped away. Now up ahead. Driving hard, foul, offensive foul. R.J. Mason into the chest of Noah Bowling.
And you're going to watch this. You're not going to see Bowling does not get set. All right. So there's a big misconception when you talk about how charges work or offensive player fouls work. There was a established positioning, not that is 2 feet or on the floor. Now, yes, and a lot of times referees will look for both feet to be planted, but it does not require that to get an offensive foul.
Cortland Blake, the finger roll up and in, pulls SAGU within one.
So in that particular case, Bowling had the straight line taken away, and unfortunately Mason had dipped just a little bit too low. So by the time he hit him, it just ejected Noah Bowling into the out of bounds line, and that momentum, that would have been a good no call actually.
Tried to get the ball down low to Filbert Weeks, who checks in for his first action of the evening. Taken away, 3-ball on the way, it's good.
That
Josh
is
Cervantes.
pretty, really pretty.
They tried to set up Cortland Blake down low, but too high of a pass, maybe not ready for it. Pioneers doubling up the Lions, currently 8-4. Mid-range jumper, no good, in and out. Rebound by Dallas Smith.
Big Phil Weeks now in the game for the Lions. And he's going to be one that if you were to draw up some key players, he'd be my third key player to watch because he's new. He's new to the system, but he is so big and so strong that when this young man begins to get his basketball legs under him, he is going to be a problem. Trust me, he's going to be a big, big problem for teams. He runs. You watch. He'll run up and down, sprint. You won't see big men his size do that. He's very fast, very athletic. He just needs to get some time in the game, get used to the game and what the players are going to do around him. And that will come. But this young man is going to be a bright star for Coach Dill in the future for sure. A lot of fun to watch.
You say he would be your third option. Give me your number 1 and 2.
Well, your 1 and 2 are going to be your really, really key players that have the most experience. So Kinghorn, for example, he's just going to be a tyrant underneath in the paint. And he can do a lot of things. I say my third choice because he's unknown. He's not one of these players that people are familiar with yet. But you will be. Trust me, you will be by the end of this season.
Mid-range jumper, no good. SAGU with the rebound, leaves it. Haddock for three. That's no good. Big rebound. Up and in for Weeks. Phil Weeks, it's 6'10".
There you go.
He's going to go up and get it.
Yeah, and he's just aggressive. He's going to be around the rim. He's going to make things happen. I will say Dallas Smith, who's in right now, he's going to be a bright star in the future.
B.J. Simmons for three.
One of the strongest 6-footers that you will meet up with in the Sooner Athletic Conference, for sure. He's a youngster, but you got a lot to learn.
Weeks, the fadeaway, no good. Showing a little finesse down on the post.
He's trying. Yeah, that's not going to be a strong part of his game right now, but he's working on it. Like to see that he tried it out.
J.J. Bowling, brother of Noah Bowling, checks into the game.
Athlete.
Up and under. Great move, and he can't hit. It was halfway down. Long pass.
Belfield.
Here's Bowling. He's going to pull up for three. That is good. J.J. Bowling pulls the Lions to three.
He can do that to you, and if you're going to give him that shot, he's willing to sit out there and just bomb them all night. But what he's really hoping for you to do is come contest it, because you start making a move, and his quickness, he will just go right around you and leave from about 12 feet out and dunk it on you.
Another good move, up and under, could not finish. Phil Weeks with the rebound. That is DeMichael Belfield. He's shown a couple of good moves down low, just hasn't been able to get it to fall to this point. 11-9, Wayland Baptist leads. Cortland Blake for three, that's no good.
I like to see, hopefully they'll keep going down to Belfield. I think Belfield has something there. He's just had a couple go in and out on him. Very good shots.
Belfield stands at 6'9" and a strong 6'9". Tried to get the pass up. Belfield!
And that's the big and strength part of his game that I think he's going to have a lot of success with throughout this year.
Belfield gets his first points of the evening, puts Wayland Baptist up 13-9. Good move, mid-range jumper, that is good. Dallas Smith stops on a dime and hits the fadeaway jumper.
And that's what he's so strong. His leg strength and his core strength, I really unmatched. I don't know of a player his size that has quite the internal strength that he has.
Three ball on the way, short, no good. Blake with the rebound.
He can hit that.
Haddock pumps, hesitates, three ball up and in, rattles around the rim and falls. SAGU has the lead for the first time this evening, 14-13, under 10 and a half left to go in the first half.
And that just showed you what a pure shooter he is. He has high confidence, knows that he can really shoot from the perimeter. He had a chance to go in and get the two. He'd rather have the three.
Belfield, strong move up and under, gets Weeks up in the air, takes advantage, and he converts.
And you're seeing one of the reasons why Wayland Baptist is nationwide respected. And that number 50 right there is one of those big reasons why people are showing Wayland Baptist respect.
Looks like it's going to be a foul on B.J. Simmons. So SAGU will shoot two as Dallas Smith was in the act of shooting. SAGU's third and fourth free throws incoming. Good on the first is Dallas Smith, ties it up at 15.
And now you're seeing an exchange of players. Not a full line change, but a 60% line change. And now you got some really fast, quick athletes. Wolf and Hewitt are high risers.
Back out onto the field, or onto the court rather. Sorry, John, still in football mode from last night.
You got to really, that's a great push up and let Wolf know that you're not going to just let him go around you.
A good move, mid-range jumper, no good. Rebound kind of batted around, but brought in by SAGU. Here's Smith, up ahead, leaves it. JJ Bowling, he's gonna pull a long three. It's good, JJ Bowling. 2 for 2 to start the evening from 3, puts SAGU up 4. You said it, John, he will take that shot all day long.
Yeah, if you give it to him, he'll take it, and he'll make a lot of them. But he is really wanting you to come contest that so he can dunk on you. Make no mistake about it.
Mid-range jumper, good. That time off the hands of Parrish Hewitt. Here's Bowling again. 2-point lead for SAGU here. 8:45 left to go in the first half. Here's Haddock. Trapped, but he tries to get it to Weeks. Trickles through. Dallas Smith, corner three. It's good. Dallas Smith, the SAGU Lions, hitting from 3 right now.
The youngsters for Coach Dill are responding.
Driving, trying to lay it up to his teammate. Out of bounds. Looks like it tipped off Wayland Baptist. Get a good look at it here. Bowling went up for it, but there it is.
Yeah, last touch.
Off the right hand of the Jackson Reeser.
Yeah, I think Resser just misread what Hewitt was going to do for him. He was leaving that so Resser could go up and get the alley-oop. Resser backed away.
3 ball on the way. It's good. Daniel Felix enters the game and hits from 3.
Newcomer to Delton Dill's system, and I talked with Coach Dill about a week and a half ago about the newcomer, and he is very high on Felix. He says this guy is a game changer. Just wait and see. I hadn't had an opportunity to really see him practice, and because he's so new to the system, and Coach Dill is, he's like, this guy is the real deal, real strong, can hold down paint as well as perimeter on defense, and then will give you quality buckets as you just saw.
There you see the leading scorers so far for SAGU. JJ Bowling, 6 points, 2 of 2 from 3. Dallas Smith with 7, and Cortland Blake, 6 points, 6 rebounds already for big 22 for the Lions. SAGU comes out with a little bit of pressure there in the full court. Parrish, mid-range or long 2, no good. Weeks with the rebound. Strong rebound.
You're not getting it away from him if he gets it.
Bowling turns around, kicks it back out. The Bowling brothers on the court together currently. The senior Noah, the freshman JJ. Sorry, the junior Noah, the freshman JJ. Good move by Smith. Knocks it away. Weeks throw a fastball at JJ Bowling. Couldn't bring it in. A turnover. Up ahead is Wayland Baptist. Driving. Leaves it for his teammate. Up and fouled. He's going to go to the line. Oh, an offensive foul, rather. They call offensive foul on the Pioneer.
Yeah, earlier. Felix was standing his ground and just stood there, saw the pass go, and that, back in the day, that would not be registered as a charge. That would be registered as a player control foul. I think everything now goes in the bucket of offensive foul, which is a charge for the defense. Charge on the offense.
They go down low. A lot of contact, but could not finish through. Tyler Kinghorn not happy with the no call there.
Kinghorn's just got to take the easy one. He's going over the top, trying to get a stylish point. Just go off the backboard, make it easy on yourself.
Parrish kicks it out. Straight away 3. It's good. R.J. Mason from 3 cuts the lead to 5.
Yeah, the Pioneers have a lot of shooters on their side as well.
Noah Bowling, mid-range jump shot fadeaway, no good. Parrish has it. Parrish Hewitt, stolen away. J.J. Bowling, they try to get it up to him. And here's what you're talking about. He's going to go up. He's fouled hard. That's actually a really good job by Parrish Hewitt. He came away with the ball, But that left hand got that right arm of J.J. Bowling. It looked worse than it probably was.
Well, I mean, anytime you get up in the air and you make yourself vulnerable, someone's going to come up to you and put you what we used to call in the first row and then look back at you and go, yeah, you know what? I got 4 more.
J.J. Bowling's first free throw short, no good. So the Wayland Baptist bench stands up, claps. Good foul.
Yeah, it was a good, hard foul within the legal limits. And that's what good coaches teach. They teach you don't cross the line, but let them know.
J.J. Bowling, empty trip to the free throw line, 0 for 2. The lead will remain at 5 for SAGU. 6 minutes left to play in the first half.
They're trying to find Wolf, and
yes, they are.
That's scary because Wolf can rise up. He's probably got the highest vertical in the gym tonight, and he can go up, maybe get a ball out of the air close to 12 feet.
Brooks Haddock checks back into the game. Good defensive play by Tyler Kinghorn. 3-ball from the corner. It's good. R.J. Mason.
That's
hitting
just
a couple
pretty.
Threes in a row.
Yeah, that is just very good fundamentals as a pure shooter.
2-point lead now for SAGU as the three-pointer pulls Wayland Baptist within striking distance. 1 possession game. The ball is on the floor, diving for it. Good effort from Alaric Hall, but could not come away with it. Thought about another 3. Mid-range jumper, no good. Hall with the rebound. Hall, good move, drives, kicks it out to the corner. Cortland Blake for 3, it's good. Cortland Blake.
For a big man, he has got some really soft hands, very soft touch, and probably shoots better than average from the perimeter for as big as he is.
Back out to a 5-point lead for SAGU. Losing it for a second.
Mr. Excitement, Wolf.
Mid-range jumper, no good. Not really an area where Wayland Baptist has succeeded. Haddock pumps. Trying to dribble through it, loses it. It will be Wayland Baptist ball.
Haddock was trying to argue for a touch, but it wasn't even close.
Four and a half left to play here in the first half. SAGU with that 5-point lead.
Simmons back in the game.
Checking out was Tedrick Wolf. They get it to Hewitt. Hewitt kicks it back out. Errant pass. A foul beforehand, however. And that is a big break for Wayland Baptist because it was going to be out of bounds. They're going to get a foul on Noah Bowling.
Another out-of-position referee making the call. Very fortunate for the Pioneers. Oh, here we go.
Driving up and in. DeMichael Belfield. That's a good move.
I thought the rim was at risk of staying on the backboard. He elected to just take the Fundy play.
Not sure if that's in his arsenal. We'll see later on in the game, but that might be as wide open as he's going to see. Cuts it to a 3-point lead, 28-25. SAGU leads. Up and no good, but a foul. And going to the line for 2 will be Josh Cervantes.
It was a good take. Very slasher type of play.
I think we're going to get a technical foul here. I think Kinghorn was arguing the call. You see 15 by the official.
And you'll see right here, not a ton of contact. But bigger guy leaves his feet, takes a swat in the air, and a good, savvy, smart player hits the ground. It's going to get called.
R.J. Mason to shoot the technical free throw. It is up, and it is no good. And a little clap of relief from Tyler Kinghorn. Still going to have the technical on his record for tonight, but as it stands, it'll only result in a potential 1 point. As R.J. Mason takes the second of 2 technical free throws. And it is good. So Kinghorn not happy with the call, gets teed up, but it only results in 1 point for Wayland Baptist. Now to the line, Josh Cervantes will take his 2 shots. We saw Cervantes warm up in pregame. Pretty good shooter. Gets that one to roll around and fall. Hits the first of 2.
That's the Geritol roll.
Timeout by Coach Delton Deal.
You got to be older than 45 to get that joke. But,
I'm not in that crowd, John, so I apologize.
do you have any idea what that means?
Nope. No clue.
Way back, 70s, 80s, Geritol was a supplement vitamin you took to give yourself iron. And so there's a lot of iron in that shot.
Okay, all right. I get it now. I get it now. There you see, we're going to get a look at the end of a game here between the Drovers and the Stars. Soon Athletic Conference action. Putting the shot up. It is no good. And it looks like the Drovers win as time expires.
Drovers are a highly rated team this year, and a lot of people kind of scared to see them come their way.
The University of Science and Arts of Oklahoma.
Yeah.
USAO beating Oklahoma City and the Stars. William Penn and Columbia, double overtime. You see that second? That's not second half. That's second overtime in Iowa, Oskaloosa, Iowa. Second free throw on the way here for Cervantes. The junior from Shallow Water, Texas. Off the front of the rim and in. 2 for 2. That trip ties things up at 28 apiece here with about 3.5 to go in the first half. Here's Dallas Smith. Good move. Floater. No good off the back of the rim. They go down low. Here's Belfield. He's going to get called for that travel. He can't believe it.
Anybody that's ever played basketball can't believe that.
Look at this.
Dude's still dribbling.
Oh.
What? Okay.
Maybe just a whistle test for the official.
Yeah, maybe that was an accident. Those things happen. And he just had to go to the first call that was on his mind. Oh, yeah, that's a trap. Okay. Oh, man, they got replay.
Weeks kicks it out. Bowling with it now. Long 3 on the way. Noah Bowling short, no good. Cervantes stops with it. Can't get anywhere. He's going to leave it up for his teammate. Driving, dishes to Belfield. Belfield gets hit as he lets it go way up in the air.
And that's going to show you how big of a man Belfield
Wears
is.
him like a backpack.
Man, I got some mosquitoes all over me. What's going on?
The Michael Belfield stands at
My goodness.
6'9".
I think he's bigger. I really do.
He's right there with Phil Weeks, and Weeks is listed at 6'10", but that's 6'9", 6'10". That's gotta be
thick.
250, 260. We don't got weights listed up here, maybe more. He's a big 6'9", 6'10".
Yeah, he's 275, 280.
And he hits both free throws. Nice touch.
Yeah,
big man.
Really nice touch.
30-28. Wayland Baptist leads. 2.5 left to go in the first half.
You can see why he was recruited to play at the next higher level, at the D2 level.
Weeks.
Weeks.
It's good. Might have not looked pretty, but it it got the job done.
Yeah, no, I thought that was a great move and took on the bigger defender and just went over him. More athleticism.
To Belfield. Belfield, good move, no good. Weeks,
Yeah.
but a foul, a late whistle on Phil Weeks there.
Yeah, and this is the right call because Weeks kind of gets a good over. Like, if you're going to go after the ball, you got to go behind him or in front. You just can't go through him. And he was on the other side of the shoulder, reached over his head. He's too big. That's just, you're not going to get away with that.
Belfield's first free throw is good.
Very solid and fundamental looking free throw. He's got rotation. He stands in there. He'll take a rhythm bounce.
The net. On
Or
that
maybe
attempt,
not.
On that attempt.
Wow.
The first attempt, the net didn't even move.
No, it didn't.
Just silky smooth.
Wow.
32-30, Wayland Baptist gets the lead back from SAGU as we are under 2 minutes to play in the first half. J.J.
Haddock.
Bowling, he drives. Kicks out, here's Haddock. 12 to shoot. Cross court, here's Blake. Blake drives, leaves it for Weeks. Weeks up and under and in with the left. Good finish, 90 seconds left to play.
And that was a good dime by Cortland Blake. He understood what was going on there and that he could rise up, pull the men to him, and then he was going to have an easy dump off.
32-32, Cervantes resets, gets it to Hewitt. He goes down low to Belfield. Belfield throwing elbows, the turnaround hook, no good.
Great body up by Weeks there. Didn't really flail his hands, just stayed in there. Took
Blake.
the chest compression and paid off.
Blake straightaway three, no good. Driving, kicks it out. R.J. Mason from the corner. It's good.
Man.
R.J. Mason deadly from three.
Just a great shooter stroke there.
Blake drives, leaves it for Weeks. Weeks uncontested, up and in. Good dime from Cortland Blake. That'll be his fourth assist of the evening so far. Shot clock is turned off. The Pioneers can take this all the way to the half if they choose to do so, and it looks like they'll slow things down just a tad. Hewitt goes cross court. What a pass. R.J. Mason from the corner. No good. Belfield gets the rebound. Cervantes for three. That's no good. Off the front of the iron. Blake with the rebound, and that'll do it for the first half. 35-34. Wayland Baptist leads. That was an action-packed first half with a lot of really good three-point shooting, John.
Yeah, there were periods of time where both teams kind of hit their stride in the perimeter game. And they hit the shots they were supposed to. I think the three-point percentage, shooting percentage, is going to be slightly better than average, which average in the NAIA would be somewhere in that 28-29 range, maybe 30%. So I would, yeah, there you go. 6 for 10 for Wayland. Wow. And then 46, very, like you would take 46 all day long. Now, obviously, over time, 46 not going to win out over 60%, but you take a whole game's worth of sample and then you'll just go, yeah, you tell me before the game, at the end, I'm going to shoot 46% from the free throw line. Take it all day. Just go ahead and mark it in.
Absolutely. Don't go anywhere. We are about 13, 14 minutes away from the second half of action between the Pioneers and the Lions right here on the SAGU Sports Network.
Raising Cane's makes perfect chicken finger meals by marinating every chicken finger for 24 hours. That's a long time. I don't even know what I was doing 24 hours ago. But those mouth-watering chicken fingers were marinating the entire taste-tempting time. Impressive, since 24 hours is longer than most celebrity marriages. On that note, our chicken fingers, cane sauce, crinkle-cut fries, coleslaw, and Texas toast are the perfect marriage of fresh and tasty. Raising Cane's, one love.
Here is the perfect chicken finger. 4 of them, actually. They're hand battered. They're cooked to order. And made with love. Raising Cane's chicken fingers will make you say, "Oh yeah." Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
I would tell students to expect to make their lifelong friends. It's not hard to find your community because SAGU is home. You can find people that either have the same passion as you or it can be completely different, but at the same time, you're able to network, but they're also going to help you along the way too.
There's such a community there, and throughout my 3 years at SAGU, I built so many connections, so many opportunities. And not only the students care about you, they pray for you, and they guide you to your God-given gift and your God-given talent.
Community starts here.
At Raising Cane's, we're huge football fans, but we're also fans of your local fundraisers and fun runs, small victories, and big ideas. And yes, even the neighborhood animal shelter. I was getting to that. Plus over 30,000 other partners in the communities we serve. When you order our hand-battered chicken fingers, craveable cane sauce, and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade to cheer on your home team, you're also supporting your hometown. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
Raising Cane's makes perfect chicken finger meals by marinating every chicken finger for 24 hours. That's a long time. I don't even know what I was doing 24 hours ago. But those mouth-watering chicken fingers were marinating the entire taste-tempting time. Impressive, since 24 hours is longer than most celebrity marriages. On that note, our chicken fingers, cane sauce, crinkle-cut fries, coleslaw, and Texas toast are the perfect marriage of fresh and tasty. Raising Cane's, one love.
Welcome back to the SAGU Sports Network. We are seconds away from the start of the second half action here from the Schaefer Center in a tightly contested first half between the Pioneers and your hometown SAGU Lions. Wayland Baptist leading 35-34, thanks in part to some really good shooting from behind the arc. As John mentioned before we went into the break, 60% from three. While good in the first half, you got to think that's a number that it can't stay that high. You never know.
Yeah, I mean, not likely, I think is what we should say. It's not likely, but I do see them keeping it maybe a plus 40.
Oh, absolutely.
They're really good shooters.
If you were to ask R.J. Mason what he thinks they'll at the end of the game, he'll probably stay above the 60% mark.
Oh, well, R.J. Mason himself is that kind of shooter, man. He is deadly. What a great form he has.
Starters back out onto the floor for both respective squads. SAGU started with possession to go to Cortland Blake. Cortland Blake cannot hit, gets his own rebound, and it's stripped away.
Hewitt.
Parrish Hewitt up ahead, throws it away. It will go back to SAGU. Turnover by the Pioneers.
Yeah, Hewitt a little bit frustrated at himself. He knew that was his turnover to own up to. He got ahead of himself, something he usually will not do. Hewitt's not the kind of guy that just makes bad errors.
Blake goes up, gets his own rebound, puts it back up, and the foul going to the line for a potential three-point play. Look at the strength by Cortland Blake. Free throw is up, and it is good.
Great looking for him.
Blake converts the three-point play, puts SAGU up 2 early on here in the second half. Hewitt driving. He's fouled as he goes up. I think that's going to be on Kinghorn. And they will take him out of the game, and Phil Weeks will enter.
Hewitt playing like a senior, like you would expect a veteran level player, just taking Kinghorn to the bucket, just staying in the air. At some point, you know you're going to get contact and you're going to get the foul.
Parrish Hewitt hits both free throws, locks us back up at 37 apiece. Alaric Hall with it now. Stops, gets it to the corner. Here's Noah Bowling with the corner three. That is good. Noah Bowling putting SAGU up 40-37. Ooh, good move. Mid-range jumper, no good. Tipped away, but Hall brings it in. Looking up ahead for Blake. Blake brings it in with one hand. From the corner, here's Haddock. That is good. Brooks Haddock, 2 threes in a row for SAGU, puts them up 6.
From the same spot, I might add.
That same corner, closest to your screen. Will the Pioneers answer? It's poked away by Blake. Driving. Stops and pops, no good, but a foul on the play. Going to get Cortland Blake on a foul. Look here, the left-handed release. I didn't see much contact there.
It only takes a little bit to throw a shooter's shot off.
Dylan McDougal to the line for 2, the left-handed shooter. Misses the first free throw. So not a bad foul at the end of the day by Cortland Blake. Second free throw rattles around and falls, so 1 of 2. Brings that lead for the Lions to 5. Here's Hall making a couple shifty moves. Haddock jabs, leaves it for Bowling. Down low to Weeks. Weeks, mid-range jumper, that's no good, little too strong. They find a good pass down low, going up, blocked by Haddock. Gets it back up and under and in, and the foul. Count it. Going to the line for a potential three-point play is Jackson Resser.
That's just a will to win right there from Resser. Not giving up on the play. Get rejected one time. Let it energize you. Don't be defeated. Stay in there.
And he hits the free throw, gets 3 the hard way. Brings it down to a 2-point lead for the SAGU Lions. Haddock jabs, drives, kicks it out. Blake, corner 3 on the way. It's good, Cortland Blake.
I don't know if it's the players or the spot.
3 different guys from the same spot hitting threes here to start this second half. Bowling, Blake.
It's a good move, but Simmons just couldn't convert.
And Haddock hitting from the corner. Here's Weeks.
Simmons trying to do a little defensive work on Cortland Blake.
Bowling gets shoved out of bounds by B.J. Simmons. You see, just kind of got rid of the ball, was looking for Blake on the potential three-point play. Checking in now for Wayland Baptist. Belfield, Cervantes, and Wolf. The big 3 coming off the bench for Coach Gallion. Bowling fights through contact, drives. No call, thought he got hit.
Well, I'll tell you. Oh, wow.
Belfield just fighting through contact.
You run into the middle of 3.
Haddock for 3, that is good. Brooks Haddock, a quick 3 on the other end.
Wow.
Pulls up, hand in his face, doesn't matter, knocks it down, 49.
Lions are actively raising their three-point percentage.
And Wayland Baptist, R.J. Mason answers back with a 3 of his own. That'll be 16 points for R.J. Mason, almost all exclusively coming from behind the three-point line.
Yeah, Mason is just an absolute threat from perimeter. I mean, you cannot give him any space. Maybe one of the cleanest looking shots I've seen at the NAIA level. Doesn't matter how it goes in, though. When it goes in and it's a three-point shot, it counts the same.
SAGU raising their three-point percentage to 58.8, but Wayland Baptist above 60%, 63.6% from 3. SAGU out shooting the Pioneers in terms of field goal percentage, however.
Well, SAGU raised by almost 13% from their halftime percentage. That's hard to do when you're shooting already a phenomenal 46%. So, wow. That is just fantastic shooting. And really why they hold the lead right now.
Absolutely. Well, SAGU with a three-point lead. Yeah, the increase, the very good hot start here to the second half from behind the arc. We'll see if they can keep it up as we have just about 16 minutes left to play in the second half. Haddock gonna take another 3. It's good. Brooks Haddock, man in his face, does not matter. Hits the 3 and puts SAGU up 6. Daniel Felix checking in.
It goes up just a little bit more.
Gotta be close to that 60% mark at this point. Hewitt thought about it. He's going to pull up and take a 3 of his own. That is good. Parrish, Hewitt, both of these squads putting on a clinic on three-point shooting.
Wow.
Oh, that is sent away. Hewitt up ahead. 3-on-1. The left-handed scoop, no good. Good defense by SAGU in transition. Here is Haddock bringing it up. I wonder if he's going to get a little heat check. Oh, thought he was going to go with the step back. Gets it down to Weeks. Weeks on Belfield, goes up, cannot convert. A lot of contact, physicality between two big men.
Yeah, letting the big men play, I like to see it. Nothing egregious there, just good, solid defensive play.
Good pass to Wolf down low, and he converts and brings this SAGU lead down to just one, 52-51. 5 minutes gone in the second half. Hall loses it. They say it was tipped. Haddock pulls up from three, is fouled, so he's going to go to the free throw line for 3 shots. And when a guy's hitting like Brooks Haddock currently is, you got to try to get in his grill. A little too much that time from R.J. Mason.
Yeah. It was not, the shot itself was not contested by the defense. So you got to give a shooter a place to land, and you basically got to be hands off. Mason just all on him.
Brooks Haddock, the senior from Muskogee, Oklahoma, hits the second of 3 free throws. Checking in now to the game is J.J. Bowling as well as Dallas Smith.
Haddock had a big game earlier this week, and I think reportedly had around 29, maybe 30. So he's capable of putting a lot of points on the board himself.
He's about halfway to that point tonight with 15. Mason pulls up from the free throw line, no good. A long rebound, chased down, out of bounds. I think it's going to stay with the Pioneers, and it will. Actually, 14 points for Haddock. Oh, they just corrected. It is 15 points for Haddock. My brain's working a little bit faster than the scoreboard. 55-51, SAGU leads over Wayland Baptist. Deep 3, no good, a little too strong from Hewitt. Rebound by Felix. I'll leave it for Daniel Felix. Haddock, 3-ball on the way, no good, short. Can it get the shooter's touch? It cannot. Belfield comes down with the rebound. Up ahead, here's R.J. Mason. Mason kicks it back out. Cervantes for 3. That is good. Josh Cervantes pulls the Pioneers to within 1. Bowling to the rack, up and in. J.J. Bowling, good. Really just one step and around the defender.
And that's what I was saying. He wants you to contest him around the perimeter so he can go right around you.
Errant pass out of bounds. Turnover, SAGU ball. And I see what you're talking about. He was right on him, and it just took one move, and he's cleanly around the defender for an easy lay-in.
Yeah, I think, minus a Belfield hanging out in the paint, you see a dunk there. But he was content just going around and getting the easy 2 off the glass.
Little trap in the corner, trying to get it to Haddock, batted away, up ahead.
Yeah, I was going to say.
A foul.
Yeah, he grabbed his jersey. Well, look at that. Come back here.
A player down for Wayland Baptist is Parrish Hewitt. He broke up the pass attempt, and it resulted in a steal. And he is very slow to get up. Not sure. It's going to be that leg.
And bid Tedrick Wolf just going to take matters into his own hand and just carry him off.
And that's not a good sign. Hewitt can't put any weight on that right leg. It has to be helped off the court. We might see the last of him tonight. That is not a good sign. A senior leader for this Pioneers team.
Yeah, Hewitt was running the offense. Most of it was going through him at some point.
Really can't put any weight on that right leg. That is a big blow for the Pioneers team. A big loss.
I don't know if we can see the replay of what happened on that. but I saw the tip away, and then Wolf is such an explosive.
Oh, it's his ankle. Oh, he rolled his ankle.
Yeah.
That's not
Oh,
good.
that's that. Oh, yeah, that is painful, my man. Wow.
Clear path foul here results in 2 free throws and possession for Wayland Baptist. That just hurts. That hurts to look at. That just
I know what that feels like.
Yep,
It makes you want to throw up.
I think
That kind of pain.
if you play sports at any level, that's happened to you 1 or 2 times.
Yep.
And that just does not
It actually, it never happened to me until I got into my last year of college. I was very fortunate to not roll an ankle and put me in the emergency room.
It's terrible.
It
it's
is.
a terrible feeling.
You just know that it's broken. High ankle sprains, they say, are worse than broken ankles.
They don't heal right. They never heal right. SAGU 57-55 lead. Wayland Baptist with possession after the 2 free throws for the clear path foul. Looking to make something happen here. He gets it back out to the top. Here's Wolf. Wolf spins, leaves it up for his man, kicks it back out. Corner 3 on the way from the lefty is good. Woo! Off the hands
Simmons
of B.J. Simmons. Gives Wayland Baptist the lead, 58-57. Here's J.J. Bowling. He's cut off. Pass broken up, stolen away. Here's Cervantes. He leaves it. Wolf. Euro up and in. What a move by Tedrick Wolf.
Yeah, he's so explosive.
3-point lead now for Wayland Baptist and the Pioneers. Brooks Haddock spins, running into his own man. Cortland Blake leaves it up for Weeks. Back down, touch pass to Blake. Blake up and in. What a pass by Phil Weeks.
Oh, yeah, great recognition of where your players are on the floor. Blake had broken away, so Weeks immediately responded with a touch pass. Larry Bird-esque.
One-point lead here for Wayland Baptist. Driving, Simmons, the left, up and in. Tough move, B.J. Simmons. Timeout by Wayland Baptist. They want a minute to discuss things. A good run here for the Pioneers. Find themselves up 3, 62-59. Got a lot of fans in chat here today on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch.
Ramp it up in that chat room.
Let us know where you're from. We're seeing some familiar names, some Sooner Athletic Conference presence.
Where are you watching this game from right now?
Absolutely.
Are you in a deer blind watching this game? I mean, there was two in the volleyball game that were very. I'd be like, okay, we got fans here, ladies and gentlemen. That one was in a deer blind, and one was in a nail salon. I mean,
can we get a deer blind to call these games? That's what I'm wondering. I'd always rather be in one of those. Nah, it's nice here in the Schaefer Center. Fans out in droves, despite it being bordering on Thanksgiving break, coming out to not just show support for the men's basketball team, but a good showing for the Lady Lions volleyball team, who won earlier today, now enter pool play in the NAIA National Tournament. Haddock fadeaway jumper is good. Brooks Haddock. The Lady Lions, coached by Hank Moore, beating Xavier of Louisiana, and then the Lady Lions, good turnout for the SAGU Lady Lions women's basketball team, dropped to Wayland Baptist and the Flying Queens earlier this afternoon. Good catch. The floater up and in. Look at the athleticism by Tedrick Wolf. I don't know how he came down with that pass. It was just above everybody. Mid-range jumper up and in from Dallas Smith. Keeping this lead at just 1 for the Pioneers. Offensive foul. Jackson Reeser on the screen on Dallas Smith. I don't know about that one. It looked like he was set. It was a lot of contact. SAGU with possession, down 1. Coming up on 10.5 left to play here in this game. They get it to Haddock. Haddock pulls up, mid-range, no good, short. Here's Wolf. Wolf. Working it around are the Pioneers. Driving baseline, up and under, no good. Kind of a wild shot there.
Yeah, not much left to do either. He got all his options taken away.
Ryan McDougal had nowhere to go with it, just flips it up, no good. SAGU with possession, down 1. Weeks tries to get it to Blake, but it's knocked away. McDougal.
Just poor effort in the pass. That was not a good entry pass lane to start with, so probably should have walked away from that one. And then just a poor effort on the pass.
Good step back, mid-range is good. BJ Simmons stops on a dime. Errant pass looking for Phil Weeks. They missed the tallest guy on the court, could not connect.
Now some of the youth is showing up here on the active players. This is a very young team that Coach Dill has assembled. He's had very big experienced team over the last 2 to 3 years. Now he's kind of, I wouldn't say this is truly a rebuilding year, but it is a younger sided type team. So you expect to see.
Great defense by Noah Bowling.
Yep. You're going to just have to expect to see some youthful mistakes, long passes like that. It's not dumb mistakes. It's just you're trying things that it's not the time to try.
That is,
and they got to learn that.
It's going to be a jump ball. Will remain with Wayland Baptist. Noah Bowling doing a good job of staying in front of his man. J.J. Bowling looks like he's got to come off the court. Not sure.
He got scratched. I think it drew some blood, so they're going to have to fix that up on the side there.
8 on the shot clock here for the Pioneers. Looking to get it to Wolf, knocked away by
Great
Blake.
defense.
Still alive. It's going to stay here with Wayland Baptist. Possession never officially changed, so 5 seconds remain on the shot clock.
Yeah, we cut into the replay a little bit late, but if you could see, Cortland Blake read that like a book.
Absolutely. Yep.
He was sucked over into, because that's where all the men lined up, but he saw Wolf take the step back. He immediately knew, okay, yeah, they're trying to go over the top.
Yep,
right here.
It is. Yep.
See?
Yep.
And he's like, oh, wait a minute. Let me cut. Yeah, he cut. It's kind of in football, it's called jumping the route. And great experience by Cortland Blake that he brings to this team.
So they put 20 seconds back on the shot clock for the Pioneers. Doesn't matter, up and in with the dunk. Jackson Reeser. Put Wayland Baptist up 5, 68-63. Cortland Blake up and in, easy, good pass, brings it in, beats the defender.
Yeah, Blake says, I have that game too, especially with number 50 on the bench. I'm gonna make this look easy. I like the little chess match going on between Wayland and SAGU and how they're playing their bigs.
BJ Simmons, the lefty, puts it in from 3, 71-65. 3 on the way for SAGU, answers back.
Kinghorn coming up with a huge three-point shot.
Tyler Kinghorn, the senior from Billings, Montana.
Not exactly. I don't know if Coach is going, oh, yeah, good shot, or if he's going, oh, no. Oh, yeah, great shot. Kinghorn's your low post player. He can shoot. It's not like he can't shoot. just not got the highest percentage in the building.
We've got some finals from around the country in the NAIA. Thomas More, number 2, over number 8 Georgetown, 61-38 in men's basketball. Morningside beating Indiana Wesleyan in the upset, 85-61. William Penn pulls out that double overtime game, 93-91 over Columbia. Arizona Christian, fellow football Sooner Athletic Conference team, beating the Masters number 1 team in the nation, 87-59. Southwestern beating Ottawa of Kansas, 79-75, currently with 40 seconds left.
You see that on
to
your
go.
screen?
Yep,
Yeah.
that's the game we're looking at right now.
And they got a kitty cat in the middle of the Did you see that?
Yeah, I see it, yep.
Who cares about the game? Look at the parquet.
Look at this.
Wow. Okay. That's pretty bold. That's a bold move right there.
Unique choice.
I'm going to just say that is a bold move.
Yeah, absolutely. Bold move.
Oh, man. Tight game there in Kansas.
Tight game here in Waxahachie. We are back to action here from the Schaefer Center. Wayland Baptist currently leading 71-68, 8:14 left to play here in this ball game. Simmons loses it for a second. Bowling, good defense. And he catches a shoulder from Tedrick Wolf.
I think it was more of a forearm elbow right there. Ah, man, I understand the call. I just not in favor of it. The game is well managed by the players right now, so it's not out of hand. It's not one of those things you're scared of. Oh, Cortland Blake.
Go out, bringing it in with one hand, and then the strength to get it up and in. Cuts the lead to 1 for Wayland Baptist.
Oh, not on the same page.
Miscommunication between Tedrick Wolf and Dylan McDougal. Errant pass. SAGU's got the ball with a chance to take a lead. About halfway gone here in the second half.
Oh my.
Finds an open lane up and in. Tyler Kinghorn. I think he was surprised to see himself have such a wide open layup.
Yeah, I mean, he was kind of like acting like some kind of thief sneaking in there. And then he's like, wait a minute, nobody's here. 7 lead changes already.
3 ball on the way. RJ Mason, no good. Rebound, Kinghorn. SAGU with the lead by 1 point, 72-71. No look pass. Blake up and in. No foul call. He hits the floor.
Just
slow to get up.
Dominating underneath.
1-man advantage here for the Pioneers. Mason, pull up from 3. No good. Foul. Noah Bowling fouls him. He's going to go to the line here for 3 shots. We'll see here. Bowling. Did he get him on the arm? Maybe he kicked his foot out.
Yeah, no. So, okay. Let me break down what just happened.
Hit me with it. Let me tell you something.
Yeah. You got, when you look at R.J. Mason, there's a very key statistic in his line. It's called being a senior. He's been there, done that. So I don't know if we'll get a chance to roll it back. R.J. Mason stuck his right foot out. And
Yep,
watch this. Hopefully we'll see it right there. Just subtly, so that Bowling comes across, didn't touch anything upstairs.
Nope.
Just touched the foot. And, you know, actually there's a rule now you can't flop. It's a technical foul.
Right.
And I wouldn't have assessed a technical foul on that flop, but that was a flop.
This generation that we're watching of players, 1 from 3 from the line here for Mason. This generation of players, they learned that from Kobe Bryant. Used to do that frequently in the NBA.
It's a good move. I mean, if it puts you on the line, it's a good move.
3 ball from Alaric Hall, no good. That pass broken up into the scorer's table. Cortland Blake. Just broke up that pass again. Wayland Blake might want to pull double duty and play football in the upcoming fall semester. He looks like he'd be a good defensive back breaking up these passes.
He'd be a great tight end. Are you kidding? His hands, he catches everything.
You don't see many 6'6" tight ends at this level, and he would go up and literally could bring down
Dominate. He would dominate.
Good defense by Hall. No good on the mid-range jumper from Simmons rather. Bowling drives, wrap around, no, can't find his man. Here is Wolf. Wolf crosses over. Bowling, can he chase it down? He does. Out of bounds, could not bring it in, but a good job by Noah Bowling from behind, poking that ball loose.
Let's see, we'll have an angle. Well, yeah, he was deep into that.
Mason from the corner. Good job by Bowling to cut that off. Simmons stops, guarded by Hall. The floater knocked away. Kinghorn with a block.
SAGU sensing they can do something really big here. Knock off the number one rated.
For three, no good. Misses it short.
Knocking off the number one rated team in the conference. Number 12 in the nation. And could be a little sweet.
This is turned into a little bit of a rivalry. The SAGU Wayland Baptist storyline. Good up and under there for Wayland Baptist, and Jackson Reeser ties it up at 74 apiece. Bowling with it. Thinks about it, gives it up to Hall. Haddock, mid-range jumper, that is good. Brooks Haddock having a really good night shooting for SAGU. Both mid-range has shown the ability to get to that mid-range level as well as from three.
He's a long-range shooter, and that makes what he just did even more impressive. Off the dribble, cuts into the elbow. Now that's a shot you've learned from Pee-wee basketball coming up, but it's not one once you kind of get out of the fundamental stage of learning and you're in the high levels of competition. It's just not something you normally practice, but he's just got such good feel and touch. He leans back on almost every shot, which I think when you start playing teams that really know how to play defense, that's going to be tough on him. But right now he is making it work.
76-74, SAGU leads. That was Haddock's 19th point. Hey, how about that? I saw that name. Jalen Moss showing a little support over on YouTube.
Didn't see it.
Let's go, boys. Rooting on there it is. Let's get it, boys. Jalen Moss, man. John, I know I call those games. I call those games with Tim, but man, he was so much fun to watch this season.
I haven't seen a season that he's participated in that I haven't enjoyed. It's just a pleasure watching that dude. So good.
A running back in the secondary when he gets the ball in his hands. It's just it's a treat to watch. It is a treat to watch. Thank you for the support, Jalen Moss. If you don't know, defensive back for the SAGU football team. Unsuccessful in their Victory Bowl attempt last night, but a very good season for the SAGU football team. Back here in the Schaefer Center. SAGU 2-point lead, mid-range jumper, no good from Wolf. We are under 4.5 left to play. It's getting close to crunch time for these two teams. Bowling stops, gets it back out. Down low, Kinghorn gets it up and in. Tyler Kinghorn, a turnaround little hook shot. Falls and pushes this to a 4-point lead for SAGU. Wolf drives baseline. He stops on a dime. RJ Mason from three. That's no good. He has gone cold here in this back half of the second half.
Well, good contesting defense will do that to you. They finally, SAGU has finally stepped more into the shooting space and challenged him.
Hall wraps it around to Kinghorn. Kinghorn up and in. The dunk gives SAGU a 6-point lead. Good pass from Alaric Hall. Wrapped it around 2 defenders and somehow finds Tyler Kinghorn. Good defense on the other end. Picked out of the air. Kinghorn with the block. Whoa! Let's see who they call this on. They call this on Tyler Kinghorn. Look at this block. That
Wow.
is a
It's very clean.
terrible call.
Very clean block.
And he's got to be careful because he's already got 1 technical, and I can't imagine anyone would be happy with a call like that. He's got to keep his head. To the line for 2 shots. Jackson Reeser. The high release, no good. So at the end of the day, it'll be a good foul for Kinghorn.
Make no mistake, coming down the stretch here, you know, the last 5 minutes of the game, it's important to have your best players available in top condition, and they are missing Hewitt right now, which really the offense kind of runs. He's the floor general.
Yep.
And very, very savvy veteran. Experience missing right now.
1 of 2 from the line, cuts the lead to 5. Hall gets trapped, lets it go to Blake. Blake makes a man miss. What a move behind the back. Tried to get it to Weeks, but it's kicked away. I thought maybe it hit a defender's foot.
It's knee.
His knee.
As long as it's above the knee, it's not a kickball.
Kinghorn looks like he's about ready to check back in. 3 ball on the way, no good. A rebound by Big Belfield.
Forgot about Belfield.
Hasn't really seen the court that much here in the second half.
Only 1 foul.
Mid-range jumper fadeaway is good. RJ Mason. Nice looking shot. Pulls within 3. 2:40 left to play here in this ball game. Weeks, the free throw line, drives, physical, foul. He's going to go to the line here for 2. They've let those big men play pretty physical all night tonight, but there you see Weeks and Belfield getting into it. And of honestly all the calls that they've let go tonight, that was probably the softest of them all.
You're right. It's you know, end of game situations. It's tough for the referees to keep the light touch on the whistle because everything's just magnified that much more. So when people begin to make contact, I think their expectation is that, oh man, you got to call it.
Good on the first, good on the second. Pushes us back out to a 5-point lead, 82-77. SAGU leads. Kinghorn checks in for Weeks. Under 2.5 left to play here in the Schaefer Center. Mason with it. Mason, step back, thought about it, gets it on the low to Belfield. Offensive foul. Noah Bowling takes the contact from DeMichael Belfield.
This is the frustrating part about being a really big guy. Because that was no more of a charge than, you know, anything. It's just, he got position. He never even really swung around. Just bigger, heavier, stronger.
Savvy play by Noah Bowling.
Yeah.
Broken up. Now they have a breakaway. Up and in with the left. Dylan McDougal.
McDougal trying to make things happen, keeping this team in it.
Here's Bowling now. Blake leaves it for Haddock. A little bit of a jersey pull there. Haddock, step back, 3-pointer on the way. Contact. Blake up with it and in. Look at the pass.
Not a shot, that's a pass, sir. And I guarantee he'll fight for that assist.
84-79, SAGU leads after the Blake layup. They get it around. McDougal for 3. That is no good. In and out. Tipped away. Diving for it is Haddock. Into the exercise bike. That is a gutsy play, but you got to be careful on that sideline. It will remain here with Wayland Baptist.
Yeah. Kinghorn and Belfield fighting for it. And you saw that last play where Haddock was fortunate enough that Blake was there, but that's what I'm talking about. When you get great defense on you, that fadeaway is not going to be very effective for him.
Wolf up and in. It looks like Wayland might have hit the basket or the net at what would have been offensive goaltending, offensive interference. But no call. Makes it a 3-point game. We are under a minute to play. They swing it around. Kinghorn's going to pull a straightaway three. That's no good off the back iron. Belfield brings in the rebound. And it is getting exciting here in the Schaefer Center. Here's R.J. Mason, the Pioneers, down 3. Mason pulls up from 3 straight away. No good. Misses everything.
Great defense by the Lions.
Bowling's going to dribble this out as much as he can, and a foul. McDougal fouls Bowling, and he will go to the line. Actually, I believe they called a timeout. SAGU did call a timeout. So timeout by SAGU. Now they'll have to get it in, still pretty deep in the half-court area. But regardless, SAGU ball up 3, under 30 seconds left to play. This has been an exciting game.
Very exactly what we said in pregame. This is not going to be a runaway by either team, and I think odds makers would say, number 12 team coming in, number 1 team in Sooner Athletic Conference against the number 6 team. Well, let that just be an indicator to you, a flag that is flown. The Sooner Athletic Conference is deep.
Oh, yeah.
It's deep.
Yeah. Every year.
Every year. It's consistent. Best basketball conference in the nation, hands down. I watch a lot of basketball, watch a lot of these conferences, and day in, day out in the conference play, it is a beat down to have to go and play anywhere in your conference. Top 8 teams are going to just give it to you and give it all. And when you walk away with a win, man, you've earned it in the SAC.
I think it makes those 5 either Sooner Athletic Conference championships or tournament champion banners up in the Schaefer Center. That makes it a little bit more impressive when you consider how good this Sooner Athletic Conference is.
Are you kidding me? Yes.
Sooner Athletic Conference champions last year in 2020, the Sooner Athletic Conference tournament champions, SAGU Lions. A consistent pressure and presence in post-season play. There we get a foul. A good design there to get Alaric Hall up the court. Waste a couple of seconds.
Yeah, and fastest man on the court, he is Roadrunner. You're not going to catch him. You just kind of got to hope you trip him up or you dive at him and touch him and you get the foul call.
Alaric Hall to the line here for a 1-and-1 opportunity.
Alaric Hall has, listen to me, world-class speed.
World-class.
World-class speed.
He showed it there, and he had the ball, too, and he was faster than everybody else.
I'm just telling you, like,
I believe you, John.
Man,
you don't got to convince me. I've seen it.
There's no one on this campus that Alaric Hall will not beat in a 100-yard dash.
Alaric Hall with the first free throw. Nobody on the campus.
Nobody.
Anybody on the football team.
No.
Keaton Dudick we've seen with some speed.
Oh, man, he would beat Keaton Dudick by 4 body lengths.
Wow. Alaric Hall looking for the second free throw is in and out and good. That pushes this lead for SAGU out to 5, 86-81. 3-ball on the way, blocked, tipped. Mason, that's got to be, it looked like a travel. The floater, no good. Hall with the rebound. The fastest man and currently one of the shortest guys on the court goes up, brings it in, a big boy rebound for Alaric Hall. And he's fouled. It'll go to the line for some more free throws here. On the verge of a big upset against the number 12 team in the nation. 2 very big free throws incoming, though, here for Hall. Hits the first.
This is a huge win for Coach Deal and this Lions basketball club.
Second free throw up and good. 88-81, 7-point lead with 14 seconds left to play. Timeout. A technical on on Hall. Alaric Hall gets a technical. I had to have said something after the free throws. I am baffled at this call.
Yeah.
No action. There was no action on the court for this to be a technical. It's got to be something verbal. I mean, even on camera, we're not going to be able to see anything. I mean, hits the first of the technical free throws. That is a head scratcher. That is baffling that that is a call this late in the game to give Wayland Baptist 2 free points.
Yeah, that's very unfortunate. Again, you got to go back, and the referees have to understand that what is the temperature of the game. There has been at no time tonight. I mean, we've seen the women's game was rougher than this game, and at no time have these guys shown any aggression to one another.
No
There's been
chippiness, no scrums.
Not one warning has been given. Like the general rule as a referee is that if there is something getting out of hand, whether it's jawing or you're getting up in someone's grill, you come in, you separate, and you say, this is your warning, your only warning. Next time, it's going to be the real deal. And usually that calms things. We haven't had even anything close to that.
Nothing close.
And then a technical foul out of the blue. That is just, I don't know how the referee system works at the NAIA level and what constitutes, but someone needs to educate the refereeing staff of how things generally work, especially late in the game. You can't have game matters.
Three-pointer on the way, no good.
Oh!
Mason tries to get it up and under. Now into the open court. Here's Kinghorn. Kinghorn lets it go, and that will do it. A good job by the SAGU team. A home victory against the Wayland Baptist University Pioneers, 88-83.
Knocking off number 12 in the nation is a big deal, especially this early, because everyone's trying to set the precedent and say, hey, here we are. SAGU's been the big dog for the last couple of years because they've had the squad. Notably, they've had the squad, right? And everyone comes in and you go, okay, yeah, Coach Dillman, wow, he's got virtually a G League team over there. and then, yeah, they got to be top 10 in the nation. No-brainer kind of stuff. Well, no one knows this team, so you don't want to get accused of overrating. Wayland Baptist has some incredible talent on their team. A really good coach that knows what he's doing, knows how to get the most out of the guys. And to say it's shocking would be way overstated. Maybe a slight surprise that SAGU comes in and plays as good as they did against such a top-rated team. Slightly surprised by that.
Yeah.
But this is not shocking by any means because we know how good of a coach Delton Dill is. He's the real deal. And he knows how to maximize effort from his players. He recruits for his style. He's not a noob to how this all works, and he just has a system that works at this level. And to rank them number 6 or not give them any votes for top 25 is just going to always be a mistake. And they'll just come in and prove you wrong. And tonight is one of those I proved you wrong.
Yep. SAGU moves to 6-1 on the season, 2-0 in conference play. The first loss for Wayland Baptist drops them to 4-1, 1-1 in conference play. There you see some Sooner action around the conference. Langston beating Southwestern Christian, UNT Dallas dropping a 100-burger on OPSU. Texas Wesleyan 83-70 over John Brown. USAO, that nail-biter, the thriller, 81-80 over Oklahoma City. And then Central Christian 67, MACU 64. Pretty good day around the Student Athletic Conference. It's starting to feel a little bit like basketball season.
Yeah, man. And, well, especially when you have to sit down and broadcast it and call it and watch it.
That helps.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, January is when it really, really feels like the real deal. But this is a good warm-up.
Absolutely. And now, John, when's the next time we'll see the SAGU Sports Network broadcast one of these games? What's the schedule looking like the rest of the year?
Should be the first Tuesday, I believe, after Thanksgiving. But stay tuned to the Facebook, the SAGU Sports Network Facebook and Twitter accounts, and they will let you know the next move, next time any competition is about to happen. Maybe even when the student athletes are breathing. They're all up in the grill.
Also, to keep an eye on the NAIA National Tournament for the undefeated SAGU Lady Lions.
Surreal.
Takes place here soon. We'll find out probably tomorrow who their first round matchup will be. But it's an exciting time of year here for the SAGU Sports Network. Well, John, this was a blast. Appreciate it.
Thank you for coming in.
Absolutely. I'm Adam Ferguson. Thank you for a wonderful day, an action-packed day right here on the SAGU Sports Network.